I just want to make a quick video to number 5 and 6 on the last quiz. Number 5 looks like this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to simplify the numerator. So you're going to want to simplify that. You can tell because there's parentheses there saying, hey, do something, combine some stuff. You don't have to do it in this order. It'll just make it a lot easier. So -4 and -5, these ones are both just normal numbers. And I know that I have to multiply them because there's nothing in between these parentheses. So I know that if I multiply those, I get a positive 20. And then I can take a look at b cubed and b to the 4th. If I have b cubed, it means 3 of them. And if I multiply them by b to the 4th power, that means I have 4 of them. So altogether, nothing's going to cancel out because I'm just multiplying them. Altogether, I have 6, 7. I have b to the 7th. Then the g's, there's no other g's except for that g cubed. Okay, the bottom, there's nothing to simplify on the bottom yet. It's just 2b squared. So now that I have it in one fraction like this, I can keep simplifying. So now I can look at what I really have. I have, it's kind of getting messy here, sorry. I have a 20. I have 7 b's. I have 3 g's, all over a 2 and 2 b's. So I know that 20 divided by 2 will make 10. And you can use the cross canceling, or you can just say 20 divided by 2. Then I know that b over b is going to equal 1, and b over b is going to equal 1. So those are gone. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 b's. And you can either make this into a fraction, or because they're all on the top and there's nothing left on the bottom, you can just write them. But it doesn't really matter. B to the 5th, G to the 3rd. So that becomes your final answer on number 5. Number 6 look like this. -2 z cubed over 16 z to the -5th t to the 4th. And so there's nothing up here I need to multiply, but I do need to take a look at my whole numbers, which are right here. And I also need to pay attention to the fact that I have a negative exponent, because you can't leave anything in negative exponents. So there's a couple different ways, and it just depends on what teacher you've had previously if you've gone over this. So let me do the regular numbers first. -2 over 16, you could divide them both by 2, and that simplifies to -1 over 8. So I know, I'm going to leave my final answer down here. I know that I'm going to have a -1, and it doesn't matter if you put the negative on the 1 or out front, but I'm going to have a negative, a 1, and an 8 on the bottom. So now I'm going to ignore this. Let me erase it so it's out of there. So I know I've got that done. So I can take a look at my t. If I take a look at my t, I have 4 t's on the bottom and there's no other t's anywhere else. So I can just go ahead and put them down there. Okay, so they're done. It doesn't matter what order you do this in. I was just leaving the hardest for the last. Okay, z to the -5. My strategy is anytime I see negative exponents, I just move them. Like if they're a denominator, I make them a numerator. If they're a numerator, I make them denominator. So that method works for me. It becomes z to the 8th. Some people don't like that method, and they know that they subtract exponents. It just kind of depends on what makes sense in your mind. So 3 take away 5. Take away -5, 3 take away -5, that's going to be a positive 8. So that's how I can get z to the 8th. So either way.